What differences have you noticed through this year compared to last year?
I think the camaraderie of these guys playing together before. They were really young last year. There's no question about it. And now the opportunity with Coach Ricker and to get out there, they seem very close, and that's the way they're playing right now.
It seems like you're really hands-on this year. Is it different from last year? And can you just talk about that a little bit?
No, we're doing the exact, things that we think are necessary for us to be successful, and the things that, we've been around and we've been involved in that's created winning. We're just, again, establishing this with this football team. This football team's believing in what we're doing right now, and that's why I think that it might seem a little bit different, but it's exactly what we did the year before.
Can you give us a little rundown of the scrimmage tomorrow and how that's all going to work and what you hope to get out of it?
Yeah, it's going to be, we've taken our scrimmages this year and kind of utilized them as game time. I know it'd be a night kickoff, so a 7 o'clock kickoff. We're traveling over as if it was pre-game meal and all those things. So it's just like a game situation. It'll be a 1s and 2s scrimmage. We're going to plan on getting around 50 to 60 plays per group. And again, it's just going to be game situations, and we're going to let them drive the football and tackle and block and do things that we think are necessary to make our strides further.
Are you playing like a road game then? Is that what it kind of is? Or?
Yeah, I guess, even nowadays when you're staying at Hawthorne and then you're going to the game, it's all, together. We're doing this, and then Tuesday will be a 12 o'clock kickoff or 11 o'clock kickoff, earlier kickoff, so that the kids get acclimated to, the different situations that we might have.
And did you say you're actually going into the locker room for halftime?
Yeah. We will go into the locker room. We'll be in, just go through the steps, the locker room, the atmosphere that we want at halftime, the teaching that goes on, the changes, the adjustments. It's something that's got to be adapted and changed because it has not been successful here. And we need to make sure that we, do better because that's a crucial part of the football game.
How much do you want to use Jonathan tomorrow night?
Again, he'll be limited, but he'll take it probably around 30 plays, I'd say he probably did.
Coach, just a couple of weeks before the opener, at what point do you guys start game planning for SIU, or is that something that's already been done?
Yeah, it's already been done. I mean, you've really broken down the first 4 opponents. You've really looked at them and studied them throughout the summer, the months of May and June. Guys were on the road. Coordinators stayed in to study the first 4 opponents. We talk about it together then in June, and then we formulate the plan for camp on who we're going to attack and how we're going to attack it. So it's a lot of SIU stuff right now, of course.
Have you decided yet how it's going to work as far as play calling? Is Coach Cubitt going to be in the press box or down on the field?
That's all up to Coach Cubitt, and then whatever's going to enhance us to be the best we can be, to be able to communicate and do those types of things. It has not totally been decided yet. He's done both. He's been in the box. He's been on the sidelines. I know Coach Banks this year will be on the sidelines. He wants to be more with the defense. So he will definitely be on the sidelines. But I think Coach Cubitt and the offensive staff is still in discussion about that.
Are you staying tomorrow night and Sunday night here in Rangeley?
Yeah, we're coming back right after scrimmage, come back here. And, we're going to utilize Sunday as a leadership day. We've got Colonel Mortensen coming in to speak to the team, a Marine vet that, Colonel speaks for itself. We're going to have a leadership challenge. So we're going to utilize Sunday to really enhance the learning from the scrimmage, and then we're also going to talk a lot about leadership.
Do you think the players are just ready to kind of have a day off from practice on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but it's we've always done this on the Sundays that I've been involved. We'll get them together as a family, and then do it. That we'll go to church, do those types of things if they'd like to, and then get after the football stuff and the leadership stuff.
Coach, we haven't seen Mike Thomas out here during Camp Rantoul. Have you been talking to him regularly this week?
Yeah, Mike was out when BTN was here. He was out last night when we had the Rantoul picnic. So that was great to see Mike. No, Mike's been out a lot. Jason Leonard's been out here. It's just part of the family, and just like they were last year, they've been involved and they're very supportive on what we're trying to do and move the program forward.
What kind of steps do you want to see the defense make from that first scrimmage to tomorrow night?
Again, the problem that we had in the first scrimmage was a lot of leverage things. I think, when you talk about leverage, it's they're running to the football, but they might be overrunning it, and it gets cut back. And having great vision on where the football's at. A lot of youth type things where they're just trying to go as hard as they can and get to the football, but we've got to have some smarts when we're getting to the football. So those types of things, not giving up a couple of the big strikes that we gave up. And after watching that on film, there was a lot of there's some MAs that caused those types of problems. So cleaning those things up and continuing to leverage the football and tackle better.
Now that you've seen Aaron Bailey in several practices, how's he going to fit in with this team this year? Can you shed some light on what your plan is for him?
Aaron Bailey was recruited to play here just as we recruit all the players. It's going to be not just Aaron Bailey, but this recruiting class, you're going to see some freshmen out there on the football field.